letting the sound of the bell come to the ears. Including in our gratitude of practice, the three jewels, the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. Paying homage to the Buddha, the fundamental awakeness that's ever present and always available. And the Dharma, freely and fearlessly meeting the way things are right now. And the Sangha, our intimate, infinite connectedness with all beings. I like to chant the Pali because it really helps me feel supported in the containment of so many hundreds of years, generations and generations, 2,600 years back, of acknowledging the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha in Pali, the language that was spoken at the time of the Buddha. And so if you know the homage, we won't do the precepts, but if you know the homages, you can chant along. I'll do them 3 times. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Dutiyampi buddhang saranam gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranam gacchami. Dutiyampi danang saranam gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranam gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranam gacchami. Tatiyampi danang saranam gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranam gacchami. Settling in our seat, the way beings have done for thousands of years. When I hear that chant, I'm reminded of a story that one of my teachers, Steve Armstrong, tells when he was practicing in Burma for 5 years as a monk. Waking up at the wee early hours of dawn and before, and as their monastery was chanting the refuges and precepts, they could hear resonating from the hillside up behind them all the other voices from various monasteries. Many, many voices coming together, acknowledging the teachings of the Buddha and the ability to become awakened in this lifetime, that becoming awake to our suffering, seeing it clearly as impermanent and non-personal, really lays the foundation for complete freedom. And so we settle in our place. noticing the breath. Taking some time at the beginning of our practice to establish mindfulness, establish concentration. And this can be facilitated by using the breath at the nostrils or the belly, or a touch point where the buttocks is seated on the cushion or the chair. A place to anchor ourselves in the body. And as we begin settling, just gently guiding our awareness to the Vedana, or the feeling sensation that might be happening at the nostrils or at the diaphragm, as you begin to notice warmth or coolness, pressure, release from pressure or tingling. Or if you're using a touch point of the feet on the floor, you can notice any of these sensations just by being present in this moment with mindfulness. Awareness and interest in what's happening, the direct experience. We may find the mind wandering to the past, or the future, planning or reiterating something that occurred. We can see that and hold it with kindness as we gently bring the attention back to the breath or the touch point to establish some concentration. It just gets established on its own as the body begins sometimes relaxing, settling into gravity, sometimes seeming to disappear. As we use this anchor to return to, we can see clearly that it arises due to conditions that have come together. It lasts for a certain amount of time and then recedes, disappears on its own accord. We also may notice that the attention wanders to sensations in the body. There may be tightness somewhere that we notice. We can use that same gentle labeling of pleasant or unpleasant or neutral, neither pleasant nor unpleasant, as our attention goes there. Each moment is an opportunity for mindful investigation, awareness. Sometimes we might feel that we need to gently adjust or move our position. And so we can notice the intention that happens in the mind, the intention that arises from the craving before the action occurs. Mindfulness in every moment, awareness in every moment. And in our attempt to stay mindful of the present moment, bringing awareness to whatever's arising, we may notice as the mind wanders, we can't always bring it gently back to the breath, or maybe we are widening our sphere of awareness. But wherever it goes, when we wake up in that moment, we can clearly see that whatever we're attending to is impermanent, that it's arising and passing away. And we're not just giving ourselves this little Dharma talk telling us that's what's happening. We're really present, seeing clearly into the nature of impermanence, that it's non-personal. We can't really hang on to it. And this is seeing clearly, bringing insight into what's happening. Letting go with each moment that we might find ourselves grasping onto, wanting to hang on to a pleasant sensation, or wanting to push away something that's unpleasant. Mindfulness holds it all in spaciousness, without judgment or attachment, without shame. We just begin again, over and over, waking up in this moment. And as we begin to notice these constantly moving objects, as our mind opens and spreads out its awareness, as our heart can hold us in kindness. We're aware of the constantly changing nature. Wherever mindfulness appears, awareness is there. Oh, pleasant, unpleasant, or I can't really tell. And it moves on. But being able to fully be with the beginning, the middle, and the end, seeing something depart. Brings wisdom to this awareness. Whether it's a sensation in the body, a sound coming to the ear, or any of the other sense doors that are stimulated by conditions arising. We're here present and open. Breath by breath, moment by moment. Always coming back to the present. Holding ourselves in kindness, goodwill, as we undergo this process of seeing clearly the true nature of impermanence arising and passing. While we can in this precious human birth. We may have doubts arise, or sleepiness is present. Maybe there's agitation in the mind, or grasping is happening. These hindrances also are impermanent. They come and go. And that's what mindfulness shows us clearly without attachment. we can ask ourselves what is happening in the heart and mind right now, to bring ourselves back to the present, in case we've wandered off and attended to various hindrances or just need to wake up in this moment. We can have joyous moments each time we are aware of waking up. Just this aware moment can show us a positive frame of mind, that it's important to recognize and strengthen wholesome states of mind. Wholesome states of mind and heart, chitta. This returning again and again to the present moment is developing stamina, bringing ourselves back to awareness. I'm reminded of a statement from one of my favorite monastics, Ayya Medhānandī. She's a current living sister who teaches. And she says, though we are facing global disturbance, imbalance, and social disintegration, hold fast to sacred values of truth, kindness, trust, and moral vigor. We all wish for happiness, well-being, safety, and protection from the shadow of ignorance in this world. So hasten to develop the heart's courage, stamina, and awareness. Give up what is harmful to yourself as to all. As you speak, act, see, and even think, stand up to what is fearful and unconscionable. Let us undertake our own inner disarmament as catalysts for the good, caring for each other, as for all beings on earth. Sow seeds of true compassion, unconditional forgiveness, and peace in this world while you still can. And as we keep awakening to our breath in every moment and to the broader container of the breath in the body, may we hold ourselves in kindness and in compassion. May we find kindness in our hearts for others. I'd like to share a prayer that's been woven together by Roshi Joan Halifax, who is the founder and teacher at Upaya in New Mexico. And it's a combination of the St. Francis prayer, Shanti Deva's aspirational teachings, and the paramis, all woven together. May we be an instrument of peace. Where there is hatred, sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. May we be a safeguard for those who have no protection, a guide for those who journey along the way. For those who wish to go across the water, may we be a boat, a raft, a bridge. May we be a home port for those who yearn for landfall, and a lamp for those who long for light. For those who are tired, may we be a resting place for all who need help, their support. May we be generous and helpful. May we cultivate integrity. May we be patient and see clearly the suffering of others. May we be energetic, steadfast, and wholehearted. May we cultivate concentration and be grounded so that we can skillfully serve all beings. May we nurture wisdom and impart the benefit of insight to others. May we not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. Like the great earth herself, enduring as the sky endures for the boundless multitude of living beings. May we be the ground and vessel of all that lives. For every single thing that lives in number to the boundless reaches of the sky. May we be sustenance and nourishment until they pass beyond the bounds of understanding. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. May we affirm our intention to serve others through love and compassion, and our commitment to actualize respect and integrity in all that we do. And so as we hold ourselves and others in this vast, unconditional cauldron of metta, goodwill, and karuna, compassion, May we carry it with us into our daily life. Being reminded that all conditioned things arise and pass away, and seeing this clearly brings the greatest happiness, which is peace. Thank you so much for your practice. It brings me great joy to have this time together and to know that whatever happens in our mind state in this meditation period, it is of benefit to ourselves and to all beings as we really see the arising and passing away of each moment. Thank you for your practice.